Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, part 2 on how to make a Flappy Bird game on Scratch. So, last video, we did the bird's code. As you can see, it's up when we click, and it was pretty easy and pretty cool. So today we're going to be creating the pipes. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to drag in one flag click. By the way guys, if you guys are really wanting to learn how to do coding on Scratch, then with the final video on this series, we'll be fixing up some bugs and adding some sound, and I will be explaining all the code because that's going to be the easiest way to get. But then we're going to go, so once we put that in, we're then going to go to looks, scroll down. Then you want to put the hide block. So this is basically going to hide the pipe when the game starts. If you guys can hear some birds in the background, I'm sorry about that. Just birds are going very crazy. By the way guys, make sure your thing is set as the bottom pipe for now. Just so you're on the right track. Let's go to control and put in the forever loop. Okay. Then forever, it's going to be creating a clone of itself. So let's go to control, scroll down, and click clone myself. If you don't know what a clone is kind of like a duplicate. Okay, so when we play the game, as you can see, it's hidden, but in the background, it's making multiple things. So let's just quickly make sure we can see it. And what we're now going to do is when the pipe starts as a clone, we want to see it. Let's go to events. Oops, actually, sorry, control. Let's go down. When I start as a clone, looks, scroll down, and you want to put in the shape box. So whenever whenever it's a clone, then it will start. Now, what we'll do is we're going to make another variable. Right. Yeah, so another variable, and so what we're going to do is, the reason why you can't see the variable is that because, as you can see, it is sprite 1, and that means that when we go to the sprite 1 variable, you can see it, but because it's private, so that's why. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a variable in sprite 1. I'm going to name this bottom or top pipe. Bottom or top pipe, okay? And then what we're going to do now is, actually, let's just right click and delete it, because let's just quickly bottom or top pipe. Make sure it's for this sprite only. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to set this value to 0. Let's put it, so every time it's going to set it. And we want it to, when the game starts, we want it to be the top. Let's put in top. Okay. We're then going to duplicate this. So right click and duplicate. And then you want to drag it underneath. Pause the game. Make sure you can see it. Now, what we're going to do is the top here. It's going to be changed to bottom. And then what we're going to do is, now that is done, let's just quickly right click and clean up blocks so it's a bit more neat. And then what we're going to do is go to control, wait 1 second and drag that under. Then change this number to 3. Quit. Cool. So far, so good. Now, I'm going to be using a block in control an if then else block. So now once we drag that in, okay, we're then gonna go. Let's just quickly go and hide the pipe quickly, and go to its costumes and make sure it's the top pipe. Just so, just put it to there. Okay. Oh no, well, sorry. I will change it to bottom pipe. In fact, so, you know, the bottom pipe. Okay. Wait, is the bottom pipe thing supposed to be at the top? Yeah, cool. So now what we can do is go to operators, and when this goes, that goes there, variables, bottom or top goes in there, and then the number 50, you change that to bottom. So now what we're going to do is, if it does equal to bottom, then we're going to switch costume to bottom pipe, else we're going to switch costume to top pipe. But now when we play the game, we have two things, and as you can see, it's clone, so it's making, so as you can see, it's forever making a clone for bottom and the top, so that's good, but there is too much. Yup. So what we need to do is quickly fix that. So what we're going to do, go into the sprite script 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to motion, and then we're going to do a go to X. Your numbers may be different, it doesn't really matter. But then what we're going to do is go down to looks. Actually not look. So what I've done, okay. I've played around with the numbers as I've told you. Okay, so then so here you want to put 259, and then here will be minus 212. Then you want to right click this and duplicate. And what we're then going to do here is leave this to 259. Going to just set this to 54. So when we play the game, as you can see, there is a opening thing like that. So the game can start and game like that. So that is now good. Now what we're going to do, you got control and drag the repeat until block there. Now what we're going to do is once we put that there, whatever's inside, so what we're going to do is let's see. Okay, so let's get the operator and get this block. So if it's less than 50, yeah. And what we're going to do is go to motion, scroll down to the X position and drag that in. This is greater than the X position. This 50 is less than X position. Then this can happen. So then we're going to go to change this number to minus 237. And we're going to go then to control and scroll down and then delete this clone at the bottom. Now, so we're then going to go to motion and then see the one that says change X by 10. You want to drag that in there and then you want to change this number to -5 to -5. Now, that will be good. So when we play the game, you'll see it's coming like this. So the pipes are coming like so. And to be honest, it's just a clone, so it's pretty cool. So we can go through them, as you can see. Okay. But as you can see, but if we go through here, we're just going right through it and nothing really happening. That's because we haven't really coded it to do, we haven't said going to do anything when they hit. And what you can do is to make, if you don't want to like see how there's like a space, like a big space, what you can do is, if you want, you can change this weight. So if you want it to be like a small gap, you can change this weight to like 1, and then it will make it like more. That's because it's waiting 1 second, and then it's gonna be making another clone because it's in the forever loop. But we're gonna be changing this to something different in the future, and plus it will be very good game at the end. So what we're now going to do is in variables, quickly, we're going to make another variable and it's going to be called random because we want it to do a random pipe in a random position every time. And then we're going to do random y spawn position, and then you want to make sure it's for all sprites. No, I'm sorry, for this sprite only. Okay. Alrighty, so now what we can do is here you want to drag in this block just there and change this to random y spawn position and drag that just in there. Okay. And when you then go to operators, pick random 1 to 10. Okay. And then what we're going to do is go to looks. What was the numbers for this? Okay. So what we're going to do is in number 1 here, we're going to change this to 152, and what we're then going to do is change this to -284. Then what we're going to do is okay, so now what we're going to do, just quickly stand by. So sorry about the wait. Just a few technical issues happened. So let's just change it to 153 minus 284. So what we're going to do is, brother, this is a position, by the way. That's why we're putting it like that. I will change it to 79. And we're going to change this number to minus 79. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go variables. And you want to see how it says randomized spawn position. Okay, firstly what we're going to actually do is, okay, for randomized spawn position here. Just here. Then what we're going to do is set the randomized spawn position again and put it here. Okay. And as you can see, we have this. So when we play the game, oh, what do we have here? We have a error. Okay, let's just change this number to 1. Let's change this number to 1 and see what happens. Still the same. What have I done here? Okay, so I'm about to, this is for the piper. Does that do anything? I don't think it does. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, it's basically stacked up on each other. So randomize spawn position to a random of minus 79 minus 79. Set bottom or top pipe to top. Create clone of myself. Set bottom or top pipe to bottom. Create clone of myself. Wait 1 second. Okay. What we then? Let's just go to the concentration and see. Let's make sure we can actually see this. The top pipe. The top pipe here. The top pipe. Let's drag the top pipe at the top here. Okay. And the bottom pipe at so the bottom pipe needs to be at the bottom. So let's just drag this at the bottom here. And the top pipe. So what we'll do is we're gonna copy this and then gonna paste this. Let's delete that and then paste this, and then we're gonna turn it. Okay. Then do is copy and delete paste. And so the bottom pipe, so then we can delete and then can delete. So then test game, and yeah, so it's working now. So you need to make sure it's exactly like that. otherwise it won't work. So that's sort of the issue. Now, as you can see, we have another issue. It's stacking up behind us now, and as you can see, it's getting a bit crumbed up. So I don't know what this problem is. So what we would need to do is do this again. So, is this on an angle? I'm not that sure. What I'm going to do is let me just quickly delete these pipes up and make this again. So let's make this. I need to make sure it's nicely done as it was before. I'm gonna just zoom in. Okay, I have an idea, so let's do this and do that. Okay, cool. And let's then put this top. Let's just drag this down. Okay. Copy and paste. And then let's whip all this around. Okay, so it looks, is this on an angle? I'm not sure. No, it isn't. Okay, cool. Copy paste. Turn it. Okay, and so you want to make sure it's exactly 90 degrees. So see how this is definitely on an angle? So that was our problem. So you need to make sure it is exactly straight like that. Now put this a bit up. Okay, so we can then copy, paste. So then let's quickly delete. Okay, and let's start. So as you can see, it's going down like that. Okay, it's pretty hard, it's pretty cool. And I don't think there's any stacking up. So that is now completely fixed up. So most of the issues weren't with the code, just with the costumes. And it's pretty challenging if you're asking me. It gets harder and harder if you're asking me somehow. Okay. Now what we can do is what we will do with the costumes, with the top pipe here. Let's just quickly put this down here. And then take this and put it all the way at the top like this. Then we can then select it all and just drag it back up here. Now you want to make sure you're actually like like make sure it's I'll say about here. There is some from here. I put a bit closer. And what we're going to then do is we're then going to copy this and delete that, and we're gonna quickly actually what we'll do is quickly undo that. What we will do is drag it up here and oops. Let's just make sure it's that, and so go get gap. So we've now done that, so that's pretty neat. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll quickly size these down a bit. Okay, so that should be nice. Done. Good. I'll move this up slightly out so it's even. So now that's done, that's mostly it. So let's go to the code, and there you go. As you can see, it's quite nice. Well, too hard. That's my issue. It's too hard. So to fix this, because there's too little gap, let me move this slightly up. And move this slightly down. Yeah, this is too big gap, so move this a bit inner, bit more inner. Whoops. Then I move this a bit more, and let me test it now. So it's back to the beginning. So I move this a bit up, and okay. So as you can see, there. Now, so I'll move this actually a bit more up, a bit more down. And what I will think I'll do is I'll change the gap, because this is a bit too much. So what we can do is I'm just going to quickly make the here just 3, and there you go. No, not 3, no. So almost very good, almost done. So what I'll do, just so I have a go, let me just quickly make sure I can see. And copy and paste. what I will do is I'll need to make sure it's just still a bit tilted, so put it like this. So that's exactly good. Cool, and just concentrating, guys. Good. Okay, so I just move this a bit. Because all of this is just relying on the costumes, okay? So what does this look like? Okay, that's nice. Just open. Okay, and that's good enough. Yep, it's nice. By the way, guys, don't get rid of the variables, because we do need them. Okay, and you'll just wait and see. So let's change this to 1. Okay. Yep. Actually, so you get a better gameplay. There you go. Okay, now I'm in game view. Yep, way more better. If you want, guys, you can make the bird smaller, so that's what I'm about to do. Okay, because this is all like quite a rough game, because it's just up to variables, and remember, it is rough numbers that I worked with. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the Sprite 1 costume, and what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to set the size to just 80, and yep, I think that is way more better. So as you can see, there was a bit of an issue there, but we will just play it again. What I will do is, just to get like a good effect on, let's just go to the Sprite 1, and let's just quickly change the direction of this to 45. Okay, so, oh my god, a bit too much. What I will do is change this. Right, here. I'll change it here. So this is 90. Oh, that's not 90. This is 90, and so I'm gonna change it. You go like 67 will be good. Let's set this back to 90 and play game. And as you can see, what we will then do is let's just quickly go and put in an if then, and we're gonna go to operators. You wanna drag in not that block, this block, and what we're then gonna do is go to motion, and then drag in the direction block. Then we can change this number to 90. Let's just quickly change this number to 45 because I have a good idea. And we're gonna then go to motion, and then we gonna drag this one. I'm going to then turn 3 degrees this way. So here we go. So let's play game. As you can see, going with clicking, it's kind of going up. So it's pretty neat. Okay. So it's pretty challenging and pretty hard. It's not like the copy where I had in mind, but it is a good game. Okay, it's nicely done, and so that's good to hear. If you guys are finding it a bit difficult, then I suggest to, because I did say this is kind of an advanced tutorial. If you guys are finding it a bit hard, then you can watch and look at different games, and then you can come back to this game once you are an expert. Okay, so let's just write that if then. Let's change this to number 4. So let's just put this on if then block here, and we're going to then go to sensing, and if this is touching sprite 2, if what we're going to do is just quickly change this to 2, and just see what happens when I do this to 2. It's a bit more of a, yeah. I'll change this to 2 for now, and put my bird there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go control, and then we're going to stop all. Okay. So, by the way guys, this stop, we're going to be changing this later. So when we run in, as you can see, it just stops. Doop, doop. Pretty hard. That was a close one. Oh, and yeah. Normally we had a nice little game over, restart and play again, and yeah. But now what we can do is go to the variables and click that so it's disappeared. Go to the variables plus byte 2 and click those so it's disappeared. Let's then go in game view and test out what we have done. Okay. It's very difficult. But as you can see, it is a Flappy Bird game, and that's the first bit done. Okay, so what we can then do is before we end off, I just want to do something. I just want to make a background. So let's go to the backdrops here. And then the backdrops. What we're going to, so make sure you selected the backdrop. And what I'm going to do is make a nice background. So I'm going to quickly convert to bitmap, so it's a bit more easier. Okay, so I've got a good color for background. So this can be like about 34. And we then can change this to 51, and then the brightness to 100. And so now click and no, oops, you have to make sure you have the bucket. Click and you have your nice bit of background. We'll actually we'll change this to 40, and this slightly 50. And there you go. So you have a nice little background. So that's nice. So when I play a game, you're in here. So It's nicely done. But yeah, it is quite hard and it is quite challenging. But we will do the next part. So what we'll do is we'll do part 3 tomorrow, as always. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in part 2 on the, part 3 on the Flappy Bird game. This is Drivy111 saying to keep coding. I'll see you guys later. Peace.